All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Curse of the Vistani, episode 25. When last... Oh, Angel, thank you for the 59-month resub. Thank you so much. All right, when last we left off, you guys encountered a pixie unconscious on the back of a raven, and they needed your help because their village was under attack. So they led you back to their village, and you saw a couple, like, creepy flying things attacking them, and a man in a boat. And you have engaged them. You've defeated both of the flying creatures, and all that is left is the man, who casts some magical darkness, and currently you do not know his whereabouts. So, of course, we are back up to the top of initiative with Curio, who is not here at the moment.
Real quick, Meteor, for my sake of my notes, I have a question.
Okay.
I wrote down that the pixie's name is Gabri. What was the crow's name?
The crow did not give a name.
Okay. I feel like Gabri might have said their name and I just missed it, but...
I don't believe so, because I never gave it one.
Okay.
I can come up with one, though.
It's fine. I was just like, did I miss that in my notes?
Nope, you did not.
I feel like I remember a name.
I feel like there was a name said. I just can't for the life of me remember what it was.
I think so too. I honestly do.
Well, that's what VODs are for. We'll look at it later.
Yep.
Yep.
If there was a name, I think you guys came up with it as a funny name or something. We can call him Ro.
Okay.
ROE.
Okay.
Ro the Crow.
I don't know why. I was thinking it was named Ren or something. I don't know why.
It might have.
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
That's fine. His name is Ro now.
I know I did not have one planned, because that's one of the things I always forget to do, is give things names. And
then
it comes time to tell you guys its names, and I have no clue what its name is.
And you have to make one up.
That has happened so many times. I'm like, crap, I forgot to name this one.
Also, as a note for anybody who may be watching on the various streams, there is no cross chat right now because, unfortunately, the dragon's internet is unavailable.
Right.
Yep. Firebutt has no power.
The nearby dragons are hoarding all the electricity right now.
Okay, so it is currently Curio's turn, and
which means somebody has
he is going to.
I don't know how.
Turn. Oh. He's going to look over to. Yes.
Do you have turn order actually set up? Because I'm not seeing it.
No, I have it written down.
He needs to put it back in. Needs to add it back.
Yeah, I'd like to see turn order.
Okay.
If that's possible.
I can do that.
Thanks.
Let's see. How do we add that on again?
Let's see.
There we go. That's.
You need me to read out what they were?
No, I got them written down. How do I add them in? Oh, add turn. There we go.
I need a user.
Hey, Needy User, how you doing, buddy?
As an FYI Needy User, there's no cross chat. Firebutt has no internet. He says tired as always.
Yeah, I'm way down there at the bottom of turn order. That was right.
Pixie was 13.
Yeah, I think Gabri was a 13.
Yeah, I'm not putting in the actual numbers. I'm just putting in the order at this point.
Oh, okay. Well, right now, Gabri is listed as an 18, which would make the order wrong.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Firebutt,
I literally just did the order by number, so I'm gonna fix it here. So that should be the correct order. Because the numbers themselves don't matter as long as they're in the right order.
Well, if we're at top of turn order now,
yep,
then I don't think Gabri should be that high.
Gabri was third in line.
Okay.
Where's Curio? There. Can you guys see it on yours?
We can see the turn order, yeah.
Okay. Alright, I just need to move it out of the way.
Okay, yeah, it is correct. I double checked.
Yep. There's Curio-san, Gabri, Merrenoloth, Callan, Lilia, Saflin, Aurora.
Yep.
Okay.
I have a lot of spells available right now because I've not been able to do anything yet. Really.
Alright, so Curio is gonna turn and look at Safi and be like, "What should I do, Safi?"
We don't know where he went. Find him.
Okay. And he's
Where
going
is
to...
he?
He's gonna run in here into the darkness. And it's not updated.
And get lost.
He should have a way of casting light of some type, I believe. If he doesn't, he wouldn't go into the darkness, I don't think.
You told him to find him, though.
Well, I don't think he would have gone straight into the dark.
Okay.
Like, he's not stupid.
Right. he does take things at face value, though.
He's not
So if you tell him to find him, he might just run in. Let's see. What does he have that might assist him in doing that?
I mean, it has to be magical light because it's magical darkness, correct?
Right. Which Aurora currently has magical light up, but I don't think Curio has anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think he has any spells or weapons that emit light.
Alright. I think he's going to...
Would he be likely to hold his action until
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think he'd go over here next to the boat that he can kind of see. Ask San if she's all... Yeah.
You have the jukebox up on the rolls overlay spot.
The jukebox.
The sounds rather than the chat for Roll20.
Oh, thank you.
Thank Angel Leon Rose, who I just read.
Thank you, Angel.
Apologies for interrupting. All right.
All right. Okay, so he's gonna go over to San, ask if she's all right, if she knows where he is. San, do you know where he is? as he's like waist deep in water at the moment. Son is typing. I can't fucking see. Give me a minute. So, not knowing where he is going to hold his action in case something comes out. And in case an enemy comes out, I'll specify. And we'll go to San. Alright. Your tired names are hard.
Names are hard.
You're gonna cast Fairy Fire. Okay. So, Fairy Fire. So each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Any creature in your area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a Dex saving throw. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against an affected creature object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible. Okay. So
you have to choose a target range?
20-foot cube within range, and she can put it anywhere within 60 feet.
Now, we don't actually know where he is. We're not supposed to. But...
So you'd most likely center it on yourself.
And then walk around and see.
That would tell you if he's within 20 feet of you. Which pretty much encompasses the entire dark area. So if he's not there, you would know that he's not in the dark. Okay. So she said yes. So in a 20-foot area, which would be Curio, Moro, Luna, and Aurora, would all need to roll Dex saving throws. DC 10.
Glow.
Alright, so Aurora saves.
How do I do
Moro
a Dex?
does not.
Oh, this?
So, yeah, when you go to your saving throw spot.
And Luna does not. Curio also needs to.
There's one. You just click on it on the Dex one.
Right.
I am honestly shocked that I had of all the things a Dex saving throw that worked.
Right. Yeah, with your -1.
What's the DC? DC is 10.
Yeah, DC is 10. So Moro and Luna are now highlighted.
Oops.
And the boat underneath of you is also highlighted because it works on objects. I guess the rocks in the area and the flowers would probably be highlighted as well. So you can kind of see an outline of the area now. You can see an outline of the river and like the flowers on the ground that are within the area. And then San and Moro are glowing in the already light area. But you do not see Merrenoloth anywhere. Now, that should be visible for everyone, I believe.
Yes, and any attack roll against a creature that's glowing has advantage if the attacker can see it.
Right. Okay. So, yep. So you now all know, right? Yeah, you now all know that Merrenoloth is not in the dark area, but you still don't know where he is exactly. You can see now, though, so you're going to jump out of the boat. Okay.
Yep, you are now, if you are glowing, or if anything is glowing, it's emitting 10 feet of light. So
you're jumping from the boat to the shore? If that's the case, roll me an athletics check. Okay. With a 12, I'm going to say you fall short of the shore. It kind of wobbles under your feet, and you fall into the water next to it.
Boat was not steady enough to jump on.
To jump from, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, Kiro, you made me trip. Sorry,
you lowered
son.
yourself to jump, and he shook the boat. Fell out the boat.
Son gets out of the river. Okay.
So double movement in the river.
Double movement from there. Son glares at the water. Alright, so you are still in the darkness at the moment. What's your movement speed? Let's see. Your movement speed is 30, so it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you can move one more square. Actually, no, if you go 5, 10, 15, 20. If you go diagonal, that's 20. Sorry. So you have 2 more squares of movement. So you can get out of the darkness. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Are you doing Fairy Fire again?
You can use at will.
It still takes an action or a bonus action to
that should be an action, so you can't use it again.
It just doesn't count against you in spell slots.
Yep.
How that works.
Yeah, so it doesn't for her? Or no?
It's whatever level the spell normally is. It's a first level spell.
It's a cantrip. Okay, so it's still a action.
Yep.
But it still takes
it
an
has
action
a casting time of an action, so you can only do it once per turn.
Unless it's marked as a bonus for you.
Yep.
In this case, what cantrip means for that is that it doesn't cost a spell slot.
Right.
It still costs an action or a bonus action depending on the cast time.
Yep. Exactly. Which I didn't even know you had spells at all, so.
I mean, it's due to her racial. It's a racial feature.
Okay.
So Moro's turn then. She can't do anything else. Do you want to ready an action then?
Moro's gonna sniff. Interesting.
Moro can. I mean, I think that's a perception check, yeah?
Yeah, that would be a perception.
Pika, the Fairy Fire was your action.
If the Fairy Fire has a cast time of an action, then it would be your action. If it has a cast time as a bonus action, then
it has a cast time of an action.
Yeah.
So it would have to list
she could
Fairy Fire as your bonus.
She can ready a bonus action, right?
Does she have bonus actions?
I'm not sure.
I'd say that's up to you, Meteor.
I
don't actually know if you can ready a bonus action.
Bonus actions could no, based on her bonus actions that she can do, no, not really.
The ready action states then you choose the action you will take in response to that trigger.
Okay, so then no, you can't ready a bonus action. Yeah, her bonus actions are cunning action and steady aim, anyways, so they wouldn't really help in this case.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So what's Moro gonna do?
Moro needs to roll a perception check.
Well, wait,
Moro doesn't see anything.
Is Moro sniffing?
Yes,
then
sniffing. So
does Moro have advantage?
That's what I was trying. That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to get to there.
Sorry.
Yep. So yeah, roll one more time. Perception. Because since it is sniffing, she would have advantage.
We 19. All just want to help.
Yep.
Definitely better.
All right, I need to look at Moro. Wolf has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell, but in what range? It's a very good roll. I'm just trying to figure out.
I need a user. Why test?
Hello, hello.
What are we
So
testing?
that's 40 feet away.
Animals have really good noses, though. They can smell things for a long ways off.
I think that's probably close enough that she would be able to smell.
Which way is the wind going, Meteor?
So yeah, I'd say she is able to tell that Merrenoloth is to the left, towards where San is. So Moro would do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Oh, this is neat.
What's that?
But keep in mind, water is extra.
I was counting the double.
So in the Dungeon Master Guide, apparently it has a section that has outdoor and standard visibility, which actually tells you your standard visibility is 2 miles or until you hit an obstruction.
Okay.
So that's kind of neat. And then rain cuts it down to 1 mile, and fog reduces it further to between 100 and 300 feet.
So Moro could get right next to him, yeah, even with the water.
Is that movement speed or dashing?
That's regular movement speed. Has just enough to get next to him.
She can move. Is the perception considered an action?
Yes.
Moro does have a bonus if they have anything they can do with a bonus.
I don't believe they do.
So Moro can now bark and bark and bark and bark and be like, here, here, here.
Moro can do that menacing crouch thing.
And growl.
And growl. And be like, I dare you to run past me now.
Beastmaster bonus.
Well, that's just because we have them treated as
yeah, you are not a Beastmaster. Yeah, you are not a Beastmaster yourself. Yep. That's a good ask.
And it's a bonus to attack, though.
It specifies the Ranger's proficiency bonus, which you are not a Ranger.
Right, it doesn't make it a bonus action, it just gives you additional points towards your attack.
No, your perception was considered action.
Moro cannot attack this turn because she used her action to sniff out.
Moro does have a reaction, so if he tries to run past Moro now, Moro can take a bite.
True.
Yep. So if he tries to disengage Moro, or leave Moro, Moro can attack for opportunity.
Right. So Moro barks loudly. I assume Moro told San where he was, and San saw Moro go over there.
Be hearing her.
The rest of you probably know he's in that direction, but the darkness is still obscuring you from seeing over where San and Moro are.
Well, Luna is illuminated, so wouldn't we be still able to see through?
We could see Moro, yeah.
Oh yeah, Moro. You're right. Moro, you would be able to see through it. Yes.
Think of it like in Minecraft. If you hit someone with a spectral arrow and they have the glowing effect, you can just see them through everything.
So you can see Moro's outline over there. Yes.
And Moro's barking, so we're just like, okay, we know where he is.
Okay. So next up is Gabri. who... I need to remember what all she did last time. She did confusion. She did detect evil and good. She did... phantasmal force. Did she use fly on someone? I know we talked about that.
Yeah. She used it on Callan.
Yeah, she used fly on Callan.
Is there a flying or levitating status effect? I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, there is actually the winged boot. So you can put that on Callan's token so you remember.
There. Okay.
That way we remember.
Let's see. Gabri is going to she's going to come over by Saflin. She's going to be like, I'm going to hang out here with you for a bit. I can't do much more at the moment.
Okay, I don't really want to go wherever that guy is, so that's great.
Okay, we can just hang out back here.
Okay.
Unless she wants to go check on her friends.
Her friends are the ones that are
in this village right by us.
This village right there.
You wouldn't be friends with other ones?
Callan checked on the ones up top already.
Yes.
Right.
So, yeah. So for now, this is what she does.
Yeah, and we can't check on the one further back right now.
Right.
Can't get there.
Okay.
Actually, it probably does. You're right. Yeah, drow magic is once per long rest. Yep.
Yeah, because it's the same way as my features that I use for like Silvery Barb and my cantrips.
Yeah, that's a racial feat.
Yeah, racial feats let you use them once per long rest, and then if it's a spell, you can continue to do it if you have spell slots to expend.
Right. Which, as a non-spellcaster, you don't.
Correct. Yep, right. You also have that as a feature that you can use once per, or however often it says.
Alright, so next up is Merrenoloth. He's going to take a step forward, staying in range of Moro so he doesn't get opportunity attacked. And he is going to cast Gust of Wind.
In what direction?
So, I will put something up. 1 second. I hate these drawings. Hang on. Can't move these drawings unless I'm like so close to it.
The circles?
There we go. That's 2. So he's gonna do that.
Okay.
Actually, it's gonna be turned slightly. Hang on. Alright, so right about there. So that would hit Aurora, Luna, San, Callan, Lilia.
Okay.
Okay, so what does this do?
Yeah. So this puts a strong gust of wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, and blasts you in a direction Each creature that starts its turn there must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away. Excuse me. In the direction following the line. If you are moving in the wind towards him, it'll cost double movement.
It's basically terrain.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so at the start of each of your turns, you will need to make a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away.
Okay.
With a DC of 13. So DC 13 strength saving throw. And Merrenoloth, after casting this, is going to say, "Stay away from me! What did I ever do to you? Why did you attack me?"
He attacked us first, didn't he?
You attacked me first. I called out trying to be nice.
He has not done anything damaging to any of you so far.
He put fear on me. I beg to differ.
Fear
It's
does
not
not
damaging,
damage.
He could have just answered when I talked to him. He didn't.
What did you say to him before? I don't recall you saying
remember
anything
it being
to him.
a pleasant greeting. It was like, "Hello, how are you today, sir? What are you
I
doing?"
was like,
type of thing.
"Hi, what are you doing here?" That was all it was. Just literally it.
Okay.
Like, this is a pretty place. What are you doing here? Kind of thing. And then things went weird.
And he immediately went,
I'm trying to remember
"Fear!"
that. Because I remember you guys attacking the other two creatures.
Yep.
I didn't remember you saying anything.
Because I stepped
to him.
out into the open and tried to
Right.
talk to the dude, and the creatures freaked out and went for us, so they went for the creatures.
I
Yeah,
think
you guys attacked the creatures first.
I think the
Or
first
Tyrion
person to
San
actually
did.
attack him was San.
Yeah.
And that was because he didn't answer.
And
Seemed to be in league, because I was trying to think, based on what he was muttering when we came across him, and what the detect thoughts was picking up around the area, I was trying to figure out if he was being coerced into staying there. You know? I was worried he was stuck and being held there.
Let's see. So it would have been
Because I used
Curio,
message initially.
then San, then Gabri, then him. So you wouldn't have been able to talk to him before his turn.
Well, no, I talked to him before initiative.
After.
I talked to him before we rolled initiative because me coming out triggered initiative.
Yep.
And I cast message before he saw me. And then when he freaked out and was like, "Who said that?" then I stepped out. And you had us roll initiative.
Yep.
That's right. So he said, "Who said that?" and then he put fear on you.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah, to keep you away from him. Okay.
Yep. Because Pika was hiding up in the purple tree above the village that we're currently standing at.
Right. Okay. Now I remember. So yeah.
So yeah, he started the stuff on us.
Yeah, he started it.
Okay.
We were just trying to introduce ourselves. Ask what he was up to.
So yeah, he cast fear on you, and then that's when you guys started attacking him. Okay.
Because he feared her.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So
that was understandably taken as a threat.
right.
As aggressive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to end his turn.
Yeah, but we still...
Actually, no,
I'm
he
confused.
can...
Are we doing the strength saving throws or what? What are we doing?
That's on your turn that you
Oh.
make the strength
Not
saving
yet.
throws. He
Am I
will
in that
actually...
or no?
You are not, no.
Okay.
So he is actually going to teleport over here, away from Moro.
Gosh darn it, him and his
60
teleporting.
feet, so
Yeah,
actually...
teleport doesn't trigger attack of opportunity.
Actually, let's see. How far can he? He can go that far, so he would go far enough away from Moro so that he doesn't get hit again.
But he would be near me, where I wouldn't have to get closer to him to hit him. I'm okay with this.
So he'd probably go, like, right here.
I mean, I'll have disadvantage on the attack rolls against him, but I mean, that's fine.
I mean, fear's a thing again, though, for you, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. With frightened, since I'm already frightened,
Yep.
I can't move closer, and I have disadvantage on my ability checks and attack rolls when I can see it, but I don't necessarily have to do something that uses an attack roll.
Yep.
Okay. So it is now Callan's turn. And so Callan's gonna be like, should I attack? What should I do now? Magic stone.
Where is he now? He vanished on my screen.
He's down.
Aha, there he is. Okay.
I don't have an idea what I'm gonna do.
I mean,
So
if Callan's just making that suggestion to the crowd, I'd be like, I tried talking. That didn't work out.
all right, I'll attack. I'll try and knock him out.
Unless you want to yell
plan.
something at him first. Be like, why?
He cast a spell on me. I don't like it.
Okay, so Callan is going to use... Yeah, he'll use Magic Stone. So it's a +6. Nat 20. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna try and knock him out, okay?
Okay.
Maxim, but
roll.
how much damage does he do?
I mean, you're right there, Lilia. If he overdoes it, you can stabilize.
He's gonna
No,
do.
he's rolling for Callan.
9 damage.
Yeah.
With the crit. He got pretty bad rolls there.
So it's a crit, but it's poor dice rolling.
Right. Which is going to knock him out.
Okay.
So, that ends initiative.
Okay.
So he was very low at that point.
So, Meteor, this brings up my question from last week now.
Okay.
Just to, as a reminder. Am I afraid of a knocked out person?
I would say you can end your fear at this point.
Okay. Because I can roll and potentially fail my saving throw. Since we're out of initiative, but
Yeah,
otherwise, yeah.
I'll allow you to not be afraid anymore.
Okay.
These drawings are so finicky. Here. There. Okay. Hassan
So
makes way
Pika-
over and ties him up.
Yep.
Uh,
Firedale posted a power outage update in the Discord. Just ouch.
oof. That is a big area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be
Ouch.
seeing him tonight.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Since Callan has the better loot ability, should we have Callan loot him? But also, is he really a bad person, though? Should we be looting him?
That is up to you guys.
I mean, if he has anything on him that he's likely to use against us, we can hold on to it for the moment.
Since Callan has the highest ability for loot, we should have Callan do it.
Yeah, have Callan do the investigation because he's got the best shot.
Thanks to his
Alright.
items.
Let's see. Investigations.
If there's
plus
anything handy,
6.
we can just be like, well, yep.
Well, and again, in case he's not a bad guy, I just for safety, like if you knock anyone out who was potentially
He
attacking
actually
you,
gets disadvantage,
and they had a weapon on
so-
them, you would generally take the weapon away, right?
Okay, he got a 10
Okay.
with advantage.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
All right.
got it
now,
now.
So
now the rest of us can try.
so with his 10, he was holding on to an oar. So he has an oar that Callan
I'm
takes
going
away
to
from him.
try. Oh,
Oh Lord.
I'm disadvantaged
got
if I
nothing.
try to investigate, right? Because of my exhaustion.
Yes.
That's an ability check, so yeah.
Yes.
Still gonna try.
I rolled a nat 1. Curio rolled a nat
17.
20. So we've hit both
17's
ends of the
not bad.
spectrum there.
13, Lilia.
Yeah,
'Cause
disadvantage.
Oh, right, yeah.
So
Okay,
Curio, I
Firebutt,
think, yeah.
All right.
What does Firebutt find?
So
I think our rule is always get Callan to try first.
Yep.
this guy doesn't have much on him, even with a 20. All he had was an oar.
Okay.
What kind of oar?
So he's just a caster.
An oar
that
for a
doesn't have
boat.
anything else on him.
Like a
Oh,
rowing
like
oar.
a paddle.
Yeah, the boat.
Okay.
The boat's
Yeah.
oar. He still had
Paddle.
it when he teleported me.
Or I'm thinking like a metal oar, not a
Oh.
paddle.
No.
Oar.
OAR. OAR.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I like to think that Son leaping into the boat freaked him out so much that when he
He took the
teleported,
paddle
he was
with him.
still gripping the oar in his hand
Yeah, you took the
and
paddle
forgot
with
to
him.
let it go.
San taps him on the head with the oar. Are you trying to wake him up? He would probably need stabilized.
No,
Yeah,
she says
we
no,
don't
keep
we
him
don't
down.
want to damage him further, Son, because he'll fail death saving throws. We don't want to damage at all.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well, I
I
mean,
guess go and investigate the villages.
So
then.
he's looking very beat up, even though you just knocked him out.
Yeah, he's
don't
he's
tap
down
him.
until he stabilizes, Son. He has to
Pop
either
him up against a tree.
yeah. He's
All right,
down
so you
until
prop-
he's healed.
Yep. So you prop him up against a tree.
And then go over and investigate the villages. Ties him to the tree. Okay.
So no
I
one's
would
trying
like
to heal him or
to-
anything?
I'd Lilia, you'd probably stabilize him, but keep him at 0, right?
Or 1?
Yeah.
You have spare the
He's
dying.
knocked out though. No, spare
Okay.
the dying. Puts him to. Does it put him to 0?
She
Or
she
does
could
it put him
use
to
just her
It just
her
keeps
medicine
you from having to
thing
do death saving throws.
Yeah, she could just use her
Doesn't
medicine
heal.
thing to put him to 1 without doing any spells or anything.
Because stabilized is still
Oh,
technically
puts him to 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just puts you
Yeah,
at you've
so-
passed all the death saving throws, but you're still at 0 until you're healed.
Right.
Is that
It's weird.
that's not an ability check for me, is it?
For the dying, I think it's just a cantrip, yeah. Just
So
happens.
normal.
Well,
So I'll stabilize him.
you instead of using a spell, you could just use your feet.
It's my cantrip. Doesn't really
Oh,
matter.
okay.
It's my cantrip.
Okay.
Doesn't take a spell slot now.
So he's stabilized.
Okay.
Nobody bonk him or anything. He'll recover in time.
Yeah, she could use the healer's kit and use one use of the healer's kit, but she may want to save that for healing people during a short rest.
Okay.
So can we investigate? Talk to the
I would like to
pixies,
message into the village, yeah.
or have
I'd
Gabri
Or have Gabri go and check in.
Gabri immediately upon everything being safe again, she would go to the villages and kind of call out and say, "It's all right, everyone. Everything's safe now. I brought some people to help us."
Gabri, can you see if you can find out if he was actually attacking or anything? If he was a bad guy?
I only ever saw those flying creatures attack.
Can you ask your friends and family and neighbors?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
That's gonna take a minute.
I'm making use of Song of Rest. So I'm sitting here taking a short rest, playing my instrument near the village. That was my performance check for that.
You do
okay.
well.
Right. And so anyone in the village who is not dead can regain an extra 1d6 hit points, so 5 hit points.
Okay.
So anybody that can hear me performing can heal 5 hit points if they're spending hit dice to heal.
So you, as you do that, you kind of have like a what do you think that would look like when it heals someone?
I've kind of been dipping into the Fey illusionary stuff for my performances.
Mm-hmm.
A slightly glow and
so probably a mystical glow.
All right.
And like a swaying breeze.
Slightly heal.
Yeah.
All right, so you play your music, and a slight breeze comes off of your instrument and settles over the village, and you see a faint glow here and there throughout the village.
What color is the glow? I picture it being pink.
For Fae, it's usually pinkish purple, yeah.
Okay.
Which matches my color scheme perfectly.
Yep.
Great.
So you do heal some pixies in the village.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to heal because I
and anyone in our party that wants to heal with hit dice during the short rest will also get that benefit.
I or Luna don't have to. We lost nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, my goal with asking Gabri to check and see if he was attacking anyone is to determine if I need to give him a little heal before we take off. Or
so after a couple minutes, Gabri comes back and says, from what I can gather, he never attacked.
So
he just sat over there in his boat.
And let them attack
you? He just sat over there. He didn't really do much of anything.
He wasn't commanding them?
It didn't seem that way.
And I'll look over at Saf and I'll be like, should I try to heal him a little bit? He might get mad at us, though.
I mean, San tied him up, so...
Yeah, but he feared you.
He probably can't do anything immediately if you wake him.
Yeah, but he has magic.
But he might need his hands to do said magic, and he is tied up.
Are his hands tied up separately to the tree?
A lot of spells have
you can make
verbal
sure
or somatic components.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if it has I think somatic is the one where you have to do like hand gestures or something. I think that was the one.
Geek, I don't think we want to provoke him.
Hold a dagger up to him.
Wake him up and ask if he's calm now.
Yeah, he's still unconscious at the moment. As you hold the dagger up to him.
I'm just focusing on the performance for the duration of the short rest, so I'm not doing anything else until we say that a short rest has happened.
I'm just picturing San going up to him and saying, "Wake up or I'll stab you."
Yee.
Okay. So who is waking him up? Or is anyone
waking him up? It would be me. I'm
up?
trying to find a thing. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I mean, you could healing kit.
We could even have you bring him closer.
Or... Yeah.
Maybe you tie him up to this tree up there.
Yeah, maybe you moved him after you tied him up.
Yep.
Up here? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, does somebody want to be some backup here? Just in case he does get violent? Gabby says wasn't actually instigating this, so I do feel a little bit bad for us knocking him out.
San stands behind him.
I'm actually gonna stay at a distance because he freaked out upon seeing me the first time.
I'm wondering if he did because you're tiefling.
I don't know. It's possible. Either way, Saflin is going to not be in his immediate line of sight.
Okay.
Hang out next to Gabri.
Okay, so I will. I lost my page.
Curio gets out of the water.
Yeah, Curio goes in. Aurora probably also.
Yes.
And is this going to be an ability check? I think so because I'm rolling for it, right?
You could.
Kit?
It's a feat.
I won't even have. I won't even have you roll anything to wake him up.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, but I have to roll for the amount of health he gets, right?
Oh, you're actually healing him now?
Like healer's kit, yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's not making you do a medicine check or something, it's not actually an ability check.
Nope, it's a feat, so.
It's automatic. You're good.
Normal.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one you did was a 7. So he would heal for 7 then.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And you've just used your healer's kit once, so you have 9 uses left on it before you need to restock.
Okay.
Okay. So he starts coming to. He's like, what? Where am I? What happened?
Hi,
you guys!
Welcome back. Please come. I was talking.
Why am I tied up?
Can I ask you a few questions first, sir? We'll get to that.
Do I really have a choice?
Honestly, not really. And I'll giggle just a little bit. So I've talked to the fairies. I want to know what were you doing here? How did you end up here?
Well, I came over to the water. I feel better in the water.
What's wrong with you?
What do you mean, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that came off a little weird.
Well, why did you feel better in the water? Why did you need to feel better?
And also, I want to know why you immediately went to ferrying my friend.
I come from the water. That's where I'm at home, is in the water. Usually. No.
So
I'm used to a lot more water than this, though. I never attacked them.
Why did you attack me?
Oh, you scared me. With that message out of nowhere.
I'm sorry we attacked you, then. Our friend here, Gabri,
It was kind of a reflex reaction. Sorry about that.
Yeah, our friend here, Gabri, came to us looking for help because her village was being attacked. and we seen you there, and then you started attacking us, and it kind of looked fishy, and I'm sorry.
Speaking of, the villagers being attacked by those things, do you know where they came from? What they are?
Ugh.
Anything?
First of all, they're not with me. They hitched a ride when I was brought here.
You were brought here?
Yeah, some idiot summoned me here.
Oh, are you perhaps from another plane?
I'm not sure. If I am from another plane, it's one very similar to this. But I'm usually on the open seas.
Well, it looks like you're pretty far from the open sea, sir.
No
And I'll
kidding.
look up at San and I'll be like,
This was
I
the
think you
closest
can
body of
untie
water I
him.
could find.
So yeah, I'll look up at San and be like, I think you can untie him, San.
Oh, thank you. Ugh.
We really didn't mean to attack you.
It's all right. I did my fear gaze first. I really am sorry. It was a knee-jerk reaction. You just kind of startled me.
Yeah, it came off kind of aggressive, and we were like, oh crap.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm a bit out of my element here. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry
Some
too.
some idiot just summons me out of nowhere, wants me to rain terror and fear.
Question:
Yes?
Who summoned you? Can you describe him
you-
for me?
Yeah, did you see them?
Well, yeah, I saw them. Saw him.
Saplin's gonna start doing minor illusion and doing like the sketch artist thing where she changes traits as he describes.
Keep in mind, he did say him.
Yeah.
So he describes the man, and you recognize this man as Charles.
I was afraid of that.
Crap.
Yeah, what during my summons, those two things
I'm with you.
hitched a ride. I don't think he was trying to summon them at all. They just saw me being summoned and were attracted to it.
So he can summon people?
Well, I don't know if he's a
He's a beastmaster, isn't he?
person per se. I
I'm
don't know if our friend here is a person per se. In the traditional sense. If they
You
are
think-
a planar entity,
I am not a person. I'm what you would call a fiend.
Okay.
ah,
And he wanted you to wreak havoc?
Yeah, apparently he had heard of me and how I struck fear in my enemies. It seems
you
that's
were
what.
able to resist him.
Well, yeah.
Did he use any kind of compulsion, or did he just request this and just assume that you would do it because he
He's-
summoned you?
He summoned me and expected I would just go along with it.
Sorry about that. I know the type. Yeah. Yeah.
All I want
We've
is to
had,
get back to the open sea. Are you a fish person? No, he is not a fish person.
He's a fiend.
Yeah. Well, since he's a fiend, that rules out the reaction to a tiefling, so it was likely
Mhm.
just genuine surprise.
Yeah, you scared the crap out of him.
Oh, actually, real quick, I completely forgot about this. Does anyone speak Abyssal or Infernal?
No.
Yes, I speak Infernal.
Okay, so
Because
you would
tiefling.
be the only one who could understand him then.
Oh, so I'm translating for everybody here.
Yep. Sorry, I forgot he does not speak Common. Only Abyssal
Yeah,
and
Infernal is a
Infernal.
tiefling thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
Okay.
like that type of thing.
Yep. Yeah, and y'all are just hearing me talk back in this really weird infernal that sounds very strange coming out of Sapling, probably.
Oh
And
yes.
then you're translating it to us, and then saying it to him, and yeah.
So yeah, when he was speaking before during the battle, Chaplin would have been translating that as well.
Okay.
My bad. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm common, druidic, elvish, and silent.
I mean, most of them would also know how to speak common, potentially. I don't know that they would,
He's
but
only uh he only has one language, Meteor?
He has two languages, Abyssal and Infernal.
Oh.
so they don't have common.
They do not have. He does not have common.
But if they have telepathy, it doesn't matter.
Oh, he does have telepathy.
So if he's using telepathy, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I figured
It's usually how that
telepathy.
works.
I figured telepathy would be in his own tongue.
Well, he's reading your brain and what you're thinking, right?
No, not telepathic. Telepathy.
Most forms of telepathy bypass language barriers.
Oh. Okay. Okay,
But
so we'll say it this way then. He is speaking out loud in
each creature entry should
Infernal.
specify under their telepathy section. It says. So on the stat block, it would say.
It does not specify. It just says telepathy 60 feet.
Okay, then it's likely the standard.
Yeah, so he is speaking out loud in Infernal, but then also in your heads you're hearing in your own language.
Upper language.
Yeah. Okay.
And I guess when we speak back to him, he hears us in Infernal. Because telepathy goes two ways, right?
Spell enables creatures.
Yeah, it's not like message where I send a message into their brain. It's like, no, they're actually making a mind link.
Right.
For the duration of the telepathy. So. You can rule it either way, but it would make sense that it could bypass language a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's anyone in the radius, right?
Yeah, so anyone within 60 feet. I'm not sure if you'd be able to talk back to him in your tongue or not, but you would be able to understand him at least, and Saplin can respond.
Yeah, I can fill in the blanks if we have some weird telepathy translation errors, which could be really funny.
Yeah.
It tries to translate, but it doesn't quite work with the context sometimes.
So we're pretty far from an ocean, aren't we?
Oh yeah. There's no ocean anywhere near here.
Hey Meteor, did you remove the map from our handouts?
No.
I don't see it.
I don't think it was ever in the handouts. It's just a map that he puts us on.
No, I remember it being in there because we.
I never remember it being in the handouts.
I don't have it in handout form. No, it's just the.
Yeah, I never remember seeing it in the handouts. I don't remember it being there.
I can do that though. That's not a bad plan.
I pictured we'd have a map with us, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I found the entry for telepathy, Meteor. It says, telepathy is a magical ability that allows a monster to communicate mentally with another creature within a specified range. To contact the creature does not need to share a language with the monster to communicate with it, but it must be able to understand at least one language.
Okay. Okay, so everyone can communicate with it because of the telepathy.
Yeah.
All right.
As long as you're intelligent enough to know one language, you're good, because it'll turn it into that one language as best it can.
Okay. The map is now in handouts. So you should be able to look at it. That was a good idea.
Nice.
Okay, so where were we?
We were talking to the guy in Infernal and learning that Charles summoned him
Yes. So
Do
yeah,
we
you
want
you
to tell him that we've had
Yeah,
instances with
we've
Charles
encountered this
before,
person before. He's a kind of a menace.
as well as his
he
partner?
he also tells you that Charles seemed very uh keen on understanding how he caused fear in his enemies.
He's
Well, that
trying to
doesn't sound
expand
good.
his repertoire. Wonderful.
Did you end up explaining it to him?
Um, I just told him I cause fear in people I look at. Like he didn't want to know the mechanics. He was just very interested in the fact that I could.
Oh, so like an intellectual curiosity.
Uh, it seemed to be what he was wanting, what he was after, was to cause fear.
Are there ways to obtain it?
My fear gaze? No, not that I know of.
Well, at least that sounds promising.
Not unless you control a creature that uses it.
Well, let's see here. You said you were more used to being in more water, correct?
Yes, very much so.
There is a lake not too far from here, which might be more your speed than these little rivers that feed into
Oh,
it.
really?
Yes.
Oh, I would love to go there. In my prime, I can control the water and the weather. Oh, glorious water.
Yes. Send him towards whichever lake is closest. I guess the Lake of Serenity would be closest. I'm not sure, or Serpent Lake. I'm not sure exactly where we are at this point.
Let's see.
I think we were.
Like, are we right on the other side of the mountains from Rockford at this point, or are we further
You
along?
guys.
Like,
Here,
which one are we closer to?
I'll bring you to the map real quick.
Okay.
You guys are probably around.
So yeah, Serpent Lake is closest.
Yeah, around there.
So yeah, I would point him in the direction of Serpent Lake and say it's that way.
Okay. Oh, much obliged.
There is a river
Better
that
than
feeds
this dinky
into
thing.
it, so yeah, you can get into the river and go south.
Although I don't mind how pretty this area is.
Gorgeous,
I'm
isn't
not
it?
usually one for the pretty things, but this is just pretty.
It's gorgeous, but you may want to get permission from the nearby residents before you stuck around. I think you gave them quite a fright, as well as the stowaways that tagged along with you.
Yeah. Probably did. I just wanted to go home.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think we have the means to send you home at this point.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Probably would need to find that person.
You might need a more skilled practitioner or a gate.
I'll have to find someone, yes. But that's not your problem.
That's an out of character thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing him along probably wouldn't be a thing, would it? Because in the end, we are after Charles and Alenka.
I don't think he wants anything to do with this fight. I think he just wants to go home. So I don't know if he'd go for it.
You could definitely
Charles
offer it
summoned
to him.
Charles summoned him. Charles would be able to send him back, wouldn't he?
But would he, though? Would he be willing?
Probably not.
I don't think that's worth it. I think it's worth just getting anyone else who can break that link.
He's more comfortable in water, though. I was going to say, would he be able to possibly find somebody at the next town?
Don't you worry about it. I'll find my own way. I'm very self-sufficient. I was a leader among my crew.
Everyone's quiet.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to think of where to go from here.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any way to get planar travel or banishment for several levels, so there's nothing we can do at this point to help him, other than point him to the nearest body of water.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess pointing him to the nearest body of water and apologizing again and seeing how the pixies are and if we maybe bunk down and head back to the carriage and bunk down for the night.
So while you're talking, Luffy crawls out of wherever you had him and just kind of falls out onto the ground
Okay.
Oh,
and gives a
no.
little growl. Rawr.
Scarecrow-kun.
Tries giving you one of those glares that its kin does.
Kind of eyeing him a little bit worriedly, but
You
yeah.
are eyeing him worriedly?
Yep.
I'm also not convinced he's going to try and attack us.
Yeah, I'm not convinced he's safe. But
It has no effect whatsoever.
Yes, but what does it take for him to be able to
And
attack us again?
then he trips over a pebble and is upside down on his head, kind of flailing a bit.
Yeah, what does it take for him to be able to attack us again? Coming
Now
around
that
more of his kin?
now that looks like a creature who knows fear.
Yeah, he is, yeah. We had an interaction with him earlier.
Maybe we would have been better off summoning him.
In the state that he's in, he looks a little harmless.
Well, not
But
him, but a bigger him.
well, we fought a few of those. It wasn't fun, but we did come out of it in the end.
they're really susceptible to fire.
Right.
Yeah, they
Straw
really
and
don't
all.
like fire.
I'm sure. All right.
Would he know if the Scarecrow mini can... what he would need to be able to go evil again? Not go evil. I know he's evil, but...
He doesn't know anything about it now.
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty harmless in this state that we see.
He
Still
might
don't
have
know if I
just been
trust him.
an error. When he was summoned, it might have just gone wrong and put him in a tiny body instead of a big body, making him harmless.
I don't know if
Anyway.
he was summoned, though. Well, he would have had to have been, wouldn't he?
No.
Construct, right?
He could have been summoned.
They could have been summoned, but we were in their native habitat.
Yep.
So.
If they were summoned, maybe this Charles guy did it.
Well, I feel like if Charles had summoned them and met with success with their fear gaze, he wouldn't have needed to summon you.
Yeah,
Unless he was looking for something stronger.
Anyway,
That could be a thing. Maybe he tried summoning him and didn't think he was strong enough.
Alright, do we have any more questions for him? Because I think we've held him up long enough.
Well,
Right.
it's also really late right now, so should we talk to the pixies, see what we're doing? Possibly sleep?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so he goes on his way, and you guys
Sorry for the inconvenience,
talk with the
Ken, sir.
pixies, make sure everyone's all right. They
Also,
offer
hi,
to
Abby.
let you sleep in the area. Hi, Abby.
Well, we'd be going back to the carriage.
Well, if they're letting us camp nearby, it's probably safer to camp here.
Yeah, but do we? True.
I mean, we just helped them. They have no reason to
We can bring
go
your
against
carriage
us at this
here.
point, but there's nothing stopping us from keeping a watch.
We could
Neither
probably bring
does-
your carriage here.
We have Cat take over.
How would they do that?
We'll
fly.
we can just fly it over.
Well, that would be appreciated.
It'll take a few of us, but we could be able to do that.
Meow.
I missed something.
What
Huh?
did you miss?
I couldn't hear anything over the cat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they were saying that they could fly the carriage here for us with their
Okay.
flight ability, and I said that would be appreciated
Okay.
because we
Yeah, I
don't want
missed what we were flying over because Cat.
Yeah, the carriage.
Okay.
the horse.
So the horses, the
and
two
everything.
horses, and a carriage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think if we unhitch the horses, we could probably walk them in here safely.
Yeah, across the
Mhm.
little river.
Mm-hmm.
Horses are used to fording rivers. That's fine.
And then we've got to get Neffy here and the raven or crow, whatever he is.
Yeah. So however you guys want to bring everything
Yeah,
here,
I would send a message
it would
back
be doable
out
now.
to let them know that everything's clear and that we need them to come this way, and we're gonna transport the carriage.
Okay.
And
So-
rest.
Just get that moving so everybody's here to camp.
Abby, hi. Shush. Shush.
I'd be picturing Gabby or Gabri going with whoever's gonna cast the spells, leading them to
Mhm.
her partner Crow and
So a group of
leading them back.
pixies led by Gabri all go and help to bring everything back nice and easy. And you guys are able to set up camp here in this area. Like probably
make food.
yeah, probably right here in between two of the villages.
Try to make us something nice with assorted greens and what we have in our packs to
And
snack on.
as it is nighttime at this point as well. And you just see glowing everywhere, phosphorescent flowers and trees, and
It really is pretty.
it is an absolutely beautiful sight to behold. This is a rare sight to see.
I'm gonna look over at San, who generally does not like bright light, and be like, "Hopefully this is okay." Because
It
it is
has her
not
eye
dark.
patch
It's
now.
not
Yeah.
it's not bright light at all. It's like a dim glow.
Twinkling
Yeah.
star kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like
Alright.
firefly type of glow.
Okay.
But everywhere.
Do we wanna
And
take
some of the
watches?
pixies even bring you headbands made of flowers. Some of the glowing flowers.
I wonder
Which
if
do
your
nothing,
flower
they're just
glows
decorative.
that you took earlier.
Saplin points out the flowers threaded through her horn and her hair to the pixies and offers a trade.
Oh. They accept.
Just not the lilies.
Yeah, not the tricolored one. That was special. That was a gift from a friend.
And I don't think we want them taking the poisonous lilies.
Well,
The
they
tree
could take
lilies.
one or two, but yeah, probably not.
All right. So you guys hang out with the pixies, you can get some sleep if you want. Do a long rest.
Okay.
Oh, here's the
Lilia,
question now,
yeah.
my dear.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm long resting now, what happens?
So now you can, if you wanted to go off from the others and have your talk with your god or whatever, you can do that. If you want to play it out, that's fine. If you want to just say that's what you did, that's fine.
Well, if you
Okay,
do
I've
want to roleplay
seen-
that out, we could do it so that she roleplays that out and then we wrap the session.
Right. I was gonna
Ratika
say
kinda
if you
tired.
decide to roleplay that out, then while you're doing that, we can have everyone else level up at the same time.
Sounds good.
Because with this rest, we will be leveling up.
And I'll level 2.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You will take
Okay.
out your level in Druid and gain 2 levels in Cleric.
Cleric. Okay, so I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I've seen this with my long rest. It has reset max HP, which obviously, and then it says recover 1 level of exhaustion during the rest
Yes.
requires food and drink. I have to both of those checked, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So with your long rest, you should be
Level 1
at
exhaustion
1
now.
level of exhaustion now. Yeah.
Okay, so what happens with the spells? Am I still down spell slots?
Nope. Your spell slot should be back to normal now.
So full spell slot availability.
Yep.
Okay. And
So you were able to successfully not use any of your druid
I didn't
abilities
use any yet.
throughout the day, so because of that,
The
you have
exhaustion's
now
gone.
yeah,
Well,
that
the spell slot limitation is gone.
correct, and you have successfully removed your druid side, or removed the druid effect on you.
And up to 5.
Yep.
Uh,
Does anyone need help with their level up?
I have questions. Cantrip versatility. Do I click that? It's under the optional features.
Let me see.
I have something at 4th level. It says whenever you reach a level in this class, grants you ability score improvement feature. You can replace 1 cantrip you learn from this class's spell
Another
casting
cantrip.
feature with another cantrip from the cleric spell list.
Um.
Not that I really want to change them out, but
Yeah. If you're not wanting to do anything with it, then just leave it unchecked.
not currently wanting to change them out, I should specify.
Right.
So just click it for now and deal with it.
Whenever you reach a level in this class that grants the ability score for it, you can play. Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine.
Now, where do I do the feats thing?
All right, so where it says ability score improvement down at the bottom, you should have just gained an ability score improvement. Under the choose an option, either ability score improvement or feat. So you would choose the feat and then pick the feat you want. Hi, Abby. Shush.
But it also lets me. It's supposed to be a half feat, isn't it?
Oh, Son, you're getting darkness?
When you choose your
Nice.
feats, the ones that work as half feats will also let you put a point in, but you have to select that feat first.
Yeah. So find
There are
the
feats
feat
that let you
want.
get 1 point and then a random trait.
Right. So select the feat, and then it'll give you. If it also does an ability score improvement, it'll give you that option once you selected the feat.
Correct.
Then you also get Destroy Undead. When undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead feature, the
I was supposed
creature
to go
is
wisdom,
instantly
right?
destroyed.
I'm a wisdom,
you get to
not
choose what you go
charisma.
in. But
No,
yeah,
I'm a wisdom caster, not a
Yeah,
charisma caster.
you're a
right?
wisdom caster.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think. Oh no, Did I get my? I'm confused.
What are you confused about?
I think my feet disappeared.
That might have been because I was in it. Just refresh.
So did we do a short rest or long rest?
We did a long
Long.
rest.
Long
we're
rest, and we
leveling.
are leveling up.
Okay.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Your stealth and acrobatics is now plus 10. Holy crap. That's probably the uncanny dodge thing, right?
Ask question. Can
Yeah.
I go bed now? I'm tired.
Well, we are still technically alive.
Yeah, but you're doing your thing with the deity and you don't really need me here, so...
True.
Sure,
Well,
if you want
you're
to go
supposed to be doing your level up, and then you can probably go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you done your level up?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to bed. Night-night.
Night.
Good
Night.
night.
Okay.
Meteor, since
Yep.
I'm learning a spell, can I also drop one spell and learn a different spell in its place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Making
fine.
sure on how we're rolling that.
Yep. I don't have any problem with that.
Okay.
Because you can only do that with level up, right?
Correct. I can only change my spells on level up.
Yeah, so, out of enhance ability, silence, hold person, and calm emotion, what do you think would be best to ready right away? I'm assuming enhance ability.
Enhance ability could be pretty good.
Hold person could be good too.
Mm-hmm. Holding a person still is very useful, as we saw in the one shot we did last week.
Yep.
But it's
where
only up to 1 minute.
that's like 6 rounds of combat.
That's a lot.
Or 10 rounds of combat, I think. So
Yeah.
that's quite a while.
Yeah, each round is 6
Okay.
seconds, so that's significant.
Yeah, 1 minute doesn't sound like a lot, but in combat, that is a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like, most combat doesn't last that long. Which is interesting, because that means that most combat is under a minute long.
Revivify is always prepared, so I get to choose something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you probably gained it as part of your domain for free.
You probably get the ability to use it once per long rest for free. And then anything after that would use a spell slot.
So I am going to drop 2 spells if you'll allow it.
Okay.
I want to drop sleep and I want to drop locate object.
Okay. That's fine.
Because we might have a better way to get that one later.
I
It's
am okay
very
with that.
situational.
Okay, so I'm looking at either Speak with Dead or Remove Curse. What should I do?
Remove curse is useful, but also situational.
Speak with Dead might be a good one then.
Yeah, if you're just preparing for the day.
Yeah,
you
I'm just
can
preparing
always
for the day.
You can always prepare remove curse the day after you know you need it.
True.
So, yeah.
Because I don't think I need to walk on water.
Probably not at this
Probably
exact
not.
moment. That again would be when you'd prepare when you know you're gonna need it the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
meld into stone. What does this do?
Meld into stone? You step into a stone object or surface large enough to fully contain your body, melding yourself and all the equipment you carry. You're basically hiding in rock.
Yeah. Magic circle.
You can't see what occurs outside of it.
Magic circle might actually be a good thing, because from what I'm seeing, creature gets a disadvantage. Targets within this cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed, though. I'm just going to leave Speak to Dead for now.
Choose one or more types of creatures: celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. The circle affects that creature of the chosen type in the following ways. The creature can't willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical leave. If the creature tries to use teleportation to do so, it must first succeed on a charisma saving throw. So you basically protect from that type of creature.
That's life.
You were able to learn enhance ability, right?
Yep.
Is that one that you intend to prepare at some
I
point?
believe I clicked it, yes.
Okay, just checking. I just remembered us
Did I?
talking about it last time. Couldn't remember.
Magic Circle could be really
So I
useful
also
if
took
you run
guidance.
into anything like that.
Yes, guidance is good.
All right,
Did I not
Nihon,
hit?
do you need
Yes.
any help with your level up?
Mostly just figuring out what spell to take.
Okay.
That's kind of the big question here.
Right.
So should I for my other spell that I can pick up now? Because I took Leoman's tiny hut and I took dispel magic. But I'm dropping one of my second levels so I can pick up another second level.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of torn between Gift of Gab,
Mm-hmm.
Nether's Mischief, which people got to see in the one shot, or
That one's fun.
Skywrite.
Skyrate?
Skywrite is basically I make a message in
Yeah.
clouds that last 1 hour.
Yeah. It's has very limited usefulness, but it's a fun one.
It's fun.
You can
but
have a
it's
lot of fun
limited.
with it.
Yeah.
Nefairs is really nice. What was the other one? Gift of Gab?
Gift of Gab. Basically, I can make a creature forget what was said.
Oh, that's a nice one. So
It's
you can...
very short term, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as a reaction, I can basically reshape the memory of listeners in my immediate area so each creature of my choice within 5 feet forgets everything I said within the last 6 seconds. So basically, if on my turn, or in the last round, I said something that I didn't want them to remember, I could make them forget.
It's only what you said, though, not what like other.
Yeah, it's only what I said. It's very limited, and it's only for that one round. Like it's only the last 6 seconds, so it's only the last round of action.
Those creatures then
the last round of
remember
speaking.
that you actually said the words you speak as the verbal component of the spell.
Yeah, so whatever I use to trigger Gift of Gab is what they'll remember instead.
Interesting.
It replaces the memory.
Okay.
So if I accidentally or intentionally insult someone and I don't want them to remember that I insulted them, I can then say something else. For instance.
It is a
Which is
second level
interesting.
spell, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got nothing on modify memory, which is the higher level form. Which is much better.
I think
they all have their usefulness, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab Nether's, I think.
Okay.
Because it was helpful.
I think I successfully did my thing.
Good. Alright, and then Nihon, you're looking for your last spell.
Yep.
What do you have as options?
Pretty much all the things we had from the one shot.
Yeah, so for the one shot, I know you got rid of, I think, Thunderous Smite and
I dropped
added
Thunderous Smite for one of the other
Branding Smite.
The second level one, yeah.
Other good ones, you already have Zone of Truth and Warding Bond. Magic Weapon, but you already have... So Magic Weapon could make your weapon attacks magical instead of like slashing or something like that.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking I'm just gonna go back and do Branding Smite again.
Branding Smite. Okay.
Yeah, that seems like that worked out pretty well in the one shot. So I
Yeah.
think why not stick with it?
Yeah.
Aid is also a nice one.
I
Find
have
Steed
Aid.
is an interesting one.
Oh yeah, I also dropped something else and went with Aid as well. I remember that because it had that option.
You
I know
keep your
I
one
have
shot
Aid.
character?
Yeah.
'Cause you could look at it and see what's on it.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that and I'll get that all settled here. I know I got
Okay.
Branding Smite. I picked
Okay.
up
And
Aid as
let
well.
Firebutt know later that he has to level up.
Yep. Yep. All right.
Okay.
So then, Banane, are you role playing that part out, or are we just skipping that?
I don't feel like crying right now.
Okay.
I'm
So-
having a bad enough day as is.
Okay. So you
So we'll
have
just say
you end
that-
up having
that-
a very almost heated discussion with your god that night, and
in my dreams.
yeah,
Getting
in your
angry.
dreams, kind of like it's almost like a nightmare where like you have the like cold sweats and you like kind of wake up sweating afterwards. But that's just part of what you had to go through in order to remove that part of yourself.
So was this tea that I drank to initiate that conversation? I'm guessing probably.
It was a way to help
Contact.
steer it.
Okay.
And
then I wake up and my druidism is
normally
dropped.
that sort of thing would not be this easy to change. So the tea, whatever herbs were put in it, helped you to focus and do it faster, basically.
Okay.
Which is why you had the drawbacks and the side effects from it.
The fever and the shakiness and
Yeah.
the not feeling well.
Mm-hmm. You
This means
you
we
basically
have to say bye to
traded
nephew.
time for a few side effects for a while.
And then wake up and my druidism
Yep.
is
Yep.
gone.
Exactly.
So yeah, talking back and forth with the druid that I'm not happy that
Hi, Kinka.
I need to do
Hey,
more
okay.
and that she can't help me do more, so basically we had a fight.
Right. So in the morning, you guys have breakfast with the pixies. They bring you some like fresh fruit that they've grown themselves, and they're kind of all vegetarian, so they don't like offer any meat or anything. It's just fruit and veggies. So any carnivores in your party would need to pull from their own stash to eat. But Gabri
Picture
also
Sapling also cooking some stuff.
Gabri.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
rolled for that before we went to sleep.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
16. Okay. Yeah, you get a decent meal with that. Was that for dinner or breakfast?
I mean, I can roll again if you want to count it for dinner.
Yeah, we'll go that one for dinner. Roll with advantage for breakfast.
Oh,
Because you got the
okay,
pixies
well,
helping
roll
you.
again because I rolled once already.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're having a really good breakfast.
Yeah, the pixies were able to show you a few tips and tricks, and
Got
help
some
you
really
get.
good forage. Yep.
So you all
I used
can
my
have
hunter trap
inspiration.
and got some game.
You all can have
Nice.
inspiration for the day
Woo!
with that breakfast.
I recapped all of Sapling's new upgrades at level 5 for the race and the class. Nice.
Yep.
So,
I have a whopping +9 to my spell attack now, which Makes me very scary.
So I don't think we've really had DM inspiration before at this point.
I think
Um,
we've done it once.
So if you have inspiration, you can expend it to make an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check. Uh, Spending your inspiration gives you advantage on that roll. Additionally, if you have inspiration, you can reward another player for good role playing, clever, blah blah blah. Simply doing something exciting in the game when another player character does something that really contributes. Yeah.
DM inspiration, is that for the
Yep.
food?
Yeah, that's from the food.
Yes.
Okay.
You had really good breakfast.
Yeah, so that inspiration gives advantage.
And during the breakfast, Gabri comes up to you guys and she wants to thank you and has some gifts for you. So she has 3 bags of pixie dust and
Not the flying pixie dust.
no.
Candies, right? Okay.
Just pixie dust.
It's not the candy, it's pixie dust.
Okay.
It's an actual thing, not a homebrew thing.
Does it make you fly?
Pixie dust get the recipient gains a flying speed of 30 feet and the ability to hover for 1 minute.
Ooh,
Not true flight, but hovering.
Yeah.
It doesn't let you do more than hover, so that when it wears off, you don't die.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't fall to the ground and go.
Yeah, you don't
splat.
take fall damage, because normally, for every so many feet you are off the ground, as we learned in the one shot, you take fall damage.
Yeah.
It would be a good thing if you don't want to make steps to be tracked for something.
So
right.
each bag is 1 use.
Yeah.
All right,
So
I'll put 2 in the
3
bag of
uses.
holding and let Lilia hold the other one.
Okay.
Okay.
That way I can distribute it amongst the other party members.
She also gives you another item, which is kind of like a box of paints.
Ooh.
So this is called Marvelous Pigment. This is a very nice item.
Artist performance, right? I think it counts.
I think so.
What does this do?
So Marvelous Pigments is paintbrushes that you can use to make real items with. So you draw an item and it becomes real.
So it only has so many charges, I'd imagine.
Typically found in 1d4 pots inside of a fine wooden box. So roll a d4 to see how many pots are in there.
And it's 1 pot per object, probably.
Each pot of paint is sufficient to cover 1,000 square feet of a surface, which lets you create inanimate objects or terrain features such as a door, a pit, flowers, trees, cells, rooms, or weapons that are up to 10,000 cubic feet. It takes 10 minutes to cover 100 square feet. When you complete the painting...
You can make multiple items with it, technically.
Yes, you can make multiple items with it.
Okay.
When you complete the painting, the object or terrain feature depicted becomes a real non-magical object. Thus, painting a door on a wall creates an actual door that can be opened or to whatever's beyond. Painting a pit on the floor creates a real pit, and its depth counts against the total area of object you create.
So it can't be magical. Okay.
Right. And nothing created by the pigments can have a value greater than 25 gold pieces. If you paint an object of greater value...
Yeah, so no making spell components with it that need to be worth 100 gold pieces.
Right. So if you paint an object
no
of
making
greater
OP
value,
armor.
such as diamond or a pile of gold, the object looks authentic, but close inspection reveals it to be made from paste, bone, or some other not worthless material.
Paper mache money!
If you paint a form of energy, such as fire or lightning, the energy appears but dissipates as soon as you complete the painting, doing no harm to anything.
Okay.
So we can't draw armor.
Can't draw armor, can't draw illusory elements. Can't draw natural elements. Can't draw things that are more valuable than they should be, than the paint should be worth.
Mm-hmm.
Can we draw food?
I don't think it would have any nutritional value, but probably.
What's your ruling on that, Meteor?
I feel like it'd be paper mache food, which is not very
inanimate
appetizing.
objects or terrain features.
And obviously, well, we can't draw animals either because it,
You
yeah.
could
No, it has to be
probably
inanimate.
you
Cannot
could
be living.
probably make food. Yes.
But would it have a nutritional value?
It becomes real, so yes.
Mm.
But do you want to waste this on food?
No.
Well, what
Yes.
if
There
we
are better
absolutely
there are
needed
better
Unless-
it?
ways.
It was just a
there-
thought if we absolutely needed it.
Right.
Look into obtaining something called the beads of nourishment later on, or something that uses like the good berry spell, or you could use purify food and drink. Eventually,
Well, I think I have create food
well, there you go.
as an ability.
So, all of those are other ways to do it.
Oh yeah. So you could have a lot of fun with this. So
This would be really funny for pranks because if you
Mhm.
painted it correctly, even though you're building a door, you could paint a brick wall inside of a door and have a door open to a brick wall.
yep.
Or pit and have it look like regular ground.
Yeah.
You could paint a fresh oasis to make fresh water, says Kinka.
True. Okay,
All right.
so that's interesting.
So I will go ahead and ask you guys, do you want to end here? Do you want to go a little longer?
Well, Pika's gone, so
I think we'd
Yeah.
like to end. Yeah,
Probably
people
end
were
here.
getting tired.
Okay. All right, we
Yeah.
can end there for
Right.
tonight.
Does anyone else want to hold on to the paints, or should I hold on to them in the bag?
That actually seems like
what's
a really
needed
quick
to be
one.
able to be successful with them?
I don't necessarily think there's a check other than if you're making us roll a check for how believable it is. Like artistic
Is there a
ability, if
check
that
for
matters,
them?
but I don't think
It-
there is one.
It does not say anything about a check. You guys do still need to roll a d4 to figure out how many jars are in it, though.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Meteor said there's
Whoops.
no check.
Yeah, I see no check on it.
Oh,
I rolled 4.
We've
There
got
we
4.
go.
There you
Max
go.
pots.
Max pots.
It is a full case.
Very good.
can you have one
Awesome.
of the pots without the case? Like, share it?
I mean, we can
You
distribute them out
can
later.
take it out. The case is just a holding
A
thing
case.
to hold them.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no reason to necessarily do this during combat because of the length of time it would make to do a painting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because let's
it's
say
more
it
like
takes
just
10
prepping
minutes,
for something
so
else.
it's going to be outside of combat. So
Yeah,
anytime
this
we
is
need it,
not
we
a
can pull it
combat
out.
item for sure.
It
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily matter who has it as long as we don't split the party.
You could
Oh,
prepare for
I
combat
have
with
a
it.
thought.
What's that?
We could always paint something if we need to, like if we break a wheel, since they don't have mending anymore.
Correct.
And neither
we
will
can paint a new
Callan.
wheel.
We
Yep.
can paint a new wheel.
That's
Can't
correct.
paint a new horse, but you could paint a new wheel.
Correct.
All right, well, we will go ahead and end it there. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed, and next time we will be getting back on the road, so tune in for
Woo.
that. And we'll see y'all
Yes.
next time. Bye-bye.
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.